For thousands of years, humans have looked at the stars and asked, "Who are we?" But perhaps the greater mystery has always been within ourselves. The human brain, just 3 pounds of soft tissue, yet the command center of everything we think, feel, and are. It writes our stories, paints our dreams, builds our civilizations, and still it hides its greatest secret. How does a network of cells produce consciousness? We've built machines that can see galaxies billions of light years away, yet we cannot fully map the galaxy inside our skull. This is decoding the human brain, what science still can't explain. Modern neuroscience has achieved miracles. We've mapped nearly every structure, from the amygdala that triggers fear to the hippocampus that stores our memories. Functional MRI machines allow scientists to watch the brain think in real time. In 2013, the Human Brain Project began, a 10-year European mission to digitally reconstruct the human brain. Yet, despite thousands of terabytes of data, scientists found themselves staring into the unknown. The patterns are visible, but their meaning remains hidden. The US Brain Initiative and the Connectome Project have tried to chart every neural connection, 86 billion neurons forming over 1 trillion synapses. But even if we could map every circuit, one question remains. Why does a certain pattern feel like joy and another like pain? No computer model, no matter how advanced, can explain that consciousness, the awareness of being aware. Nobel laureate Francis Crick called it the astonishing hypothesis that every thought, emotion, or idea is nothing more than the movement of molecules inside our brain. But not everyone agrees. Dr. Christoph Koch and Giulio Tononi proposed the integrated information theory, suggesting consciousness emerges when information is processed in complex, interconnected ways. In simple terms, the more your brain integrates data, the more aware you become. Yet, this theory, like many others, doesn't tell us why awareness feels like something. Think about it. When you taste coffee or remember a song, there's a subjective quality, a personal experience. Science can measure the brain waves, but not the experience itself. That invisible line between brain and mind remains unbroken. Some scientists believe the key lies beyond classical physics, deep inside the quantum world. Dr. Stuart Hameroff and Sir Roger Penrose introduced the OR theory, claiming that consciousness might originate from quantum vibrations inside tiny structures within neurons called microtubules. If true, this means consciousness isn't just biology. It's woven into the very fabric of the universe. It could explain why our brains process information so efficiently, and why even the most advanced AI still lacks self-awareness. Critics call it speculative, but others see it as a bridge between physics and the soul. Whether quantum or not, one thing is clear. Consciousness cannot be reduced to chemistry alone. What makes us human isn't just intelligence, it's emotion. The way a memory can bring tears, the way a song from childhood can bring back a lost moment in time. Neuroscientists can locate the amygdala's fear circuits, but they can't explain why courage exists. They can identify the dopamine surge when we fall in love, but not the feeling that love carries. Our brains aren't just processors, they're storytellers. Every neuron records experience, and together they write the novel of who we are. The question isn't just how the brain works, but why it creates meaning. So where does this leave us? We've charted the brain's geography, measured its chemistry, simulated its networks, and yet its essence still escapes us. Maybe consciousness isn't something we'll find inside the brain, but something the brain connects us to. A universal field of awareness we only glimpse in moments of clarity, empathy, or awe. As science evolves, the mystery deepens. Maybe that's what makes us human. Not that we know, but that we wonder.
This is Decoding. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep journeys into the universe